Hey y'all, it's late. It's really late. Well, not super late, but it's kind of late. Let's see if anyone's going to jump in here tonight with me. It's bedtime for a lot of people already, I know. A little late getting on here this evening, well, night rather. But I charged myself with being more present and jumping on lives more and connecting and engaging. I should do that more in the daytime when people are up. But yeah, I had some things going on today, so this is my first opportunity to actually get in here and to do it right now. So hey, where is everyone? Sleep. But while I am here, I definitely wanted to pop in and drop a couple of pearls so you can add to your professional pocketbook that's going to help you to elevate your career and elevate your life. So I was reading an article earlier today and I was like, oh, this is good information. I should share this information. And it's like one of those things that you've heard it before, right? But we hear so much. You've heard it before, but somewhere like way back. And so now you're just like, oh, okay. Oh yeah, I remember that. So anyway, the article that I was reading was about the rule of three, or the power of three. And so apparently there's been a whole lot of studies done about like how we remember, retain information the most or better. And so I wanted to, good evening, Miss Natalie. Good to see you. Thank you for jumping in here. We're talking this evening about the rule of three. I was just sharing that I had read an article about the rule of three. So I know it's late. I wasn't going to be on here very long, but I definitely wanted to just pass this nugget along and hope that it helps somebody. Okay. So I wanted to share that what I learned about the rule of three. And so the rule of three, our brain tends to process better in patterns, right? And long story short, and three is the least number needed to actually create a pattern, like red, blue, red. So a lot of advertising, stories, points, a lot of people actually use this rule. And the rule is actually used to help, it helps people to process. Hey, Tiff, good to see you, Santana. But I'm talking this evening about the rule of three and how our brain tends to process better in threes, in patterns. And three is the least number needed to create a pattern. So when you think about Nike slogan, just do it. It's 3 words. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Rice Krispie treats was another one they mentioned. Snap, crackle, pop. Like, And a lot of times when you go to keynotes, a lot of speakers, they deliver their messages in 3 big key points. So we're going to actually use that to our advantage and use the rule of three when we are preparing to elevate. Remember, we're all about, in this season right now, we're about elevating our lives. We're about elevating our careers and securing those bags. Okay? Because we want to create a healthy retirement plan for ourselves on down the road. So we're going to use the power of three when it comes up for our next opportunity for the next big promotion. Okay? 3 things that you would likely hear in that interview. The first being, well, tell us about yourself. Well, and actually a lot of people get stumped on this, but I want you to use the power of three. Okay. First thing, you're going to tell them about your educational background or your training. The second thing you're going to mention is your current role and the skills that you're actually learning in that role. And the third thing that you're going to share with them, you're going to share with them how you're utilizing all of that to actually meet a goal. Now, of course, your goal is to get that job. So whatever role that is, like, how can you use all of that to act in that new role that you're actually interviewing for? Okay, so that's the first thing that you're likely to hear. Tell us a little bit about yourself. The second thing that you're likely to hear, why should we hire you? This is another big one. Because people are like, well, I can do this and I can do this and I can do this, I can do this. Remember, when you're in front of that interview panel, you want to blow their socks off. You want to make it memorable, okay? So we're utilizing the power of 3 to our advantage, right? People tend to be more engaged and they actually listen when we just keep it in 3 because our brain is processing in patterns. So when we hear that question or hear that statement, why should we hire you, right? You're going to tell them that. You're going to give them your 3 number 1 top best skill set assets that you possibly have. Oh, I'm a great team player. I'm a collaborator. I know how to create, really long-lasting partnerships with community members and maybe working with philanthropists to actually get funding for your organization. You're going to think of those 3 things that you do best. This is the time for you to toot your horn. Okay? You want to make it memorable. So here, 3 things, right, that you do really well, and how do those 3 things add value to the role that you're currently applying for, okay, what you're there interviewing for, all right? And then something that a lot of people are doing now, when you're going before interview panels, they want you to present. I actually just got that from a recruiter. What's today? What is today, y'all? Thursday. So I spoke with her on Tuesday and she shared with me. She was like, yeah, a lot of people aren't hiring now unless the candidate is able to communicate well and to present information. I'm like, oh, okay, good to know. So yeah, I'm just passing it along, right? So be ready to present. They may ask you to create a presentation and to provide that information to the panel, present it to the panel, right? Power of 3. 3, whatever it is, whatever subject matter it is, and I'm pretty sure it's something that's going to pertain to that role, but whatever that may actually be, you want to use the power of 3. 3 key points, okay? Here's something else really, really important to remember. When we're creating our presentations, we may have tons of information that we want to share, but everything is not important to share, okay? So keep it simple. Even on our slide presentation, when you're creating your slide decks, on your slides, do not have any more than 3 items to share per slide. It's easier for the brain to process, and it's actually easier for the brain to remember and to retain. And that's exactly what you want to do. You want them, right, to say, we want her. We need her on our team. They don't want to let you go. They do not want to let you go. They want you to stay, right? Like, yes, we got to have her on our team, right? Hey, Hazel, good to see you. Thank you for joining. We're talking about the power of 3 tonight and how we're using, not the power of 3. Well, it is powerful. The rule of 3, how we're using that to our advantage when we come up for that next big interview. I know it's late, y'all, but I thank y'all for jumping on. I know at least one of y'all is a little night owl on here. But anyway, I do have an early morning appointment. So I actually need to go lay down myself. But I definitely wanted to share that with you. Remember, as we are preparing to elevate, we're preparing to, in our careers, we're elevating our careers, we're elevating in our lives. You want to use the rule of 3. That next big interview that's coming, be prepared to tell them about your background. Be prepared to tell them about what you're learning right now, and be prepared to tell them how you can add value to that current role. Okay, not too much. Yes, I will save it. Yes, indeed, not too much when it comes. If you have to present something, don't dump everything out on them. Okay, keep it to 3. Our brain likes patterns, loves patterns. 3 is the least number needed to make a pattern. So remember the rule of 3. Ladies, thank you for hanging in here with me. I'm going to go to bed. Well, I'm going to take a shower and then I'm going to bed. Okay? But yes, I will save this. Happy Friday to everyone tomorrow. Happy Friday. Hope everyone has a great day tomorrow and a great weekend that's coming up. And I'm going to be dropping some more of these little gems, okay? When I get it, I'm going to share it. So that's what I'm going to do, okay? All right, y'all take care. I'm going to save this and I'll check in. I'm going to try to make it earlier next time. I'll try to make it earlier next time. All right, y'all have a wonderful evening and thank you for jumping in. Toodles.